Hello friends, welcome to my channel, The Lens India Professional Photography. This will be the seventh video what I'll be making on mastering Lightroom CC, and now it's time to start the image post-processing after we have organized our images, culled our images, and we have applied the filters or when we have applied the metadata. So to start with the editing process, so now we need to shift from the library model to the develop model. And the moment we shift to the develop model, you will see that there is a change in the panel, what is happening. And you will see that the right hand panel has changed. And you will be able to see that there are various tabs which are available. And above the tabs, you will be able to see that there are certain tools which are available for our edits. So in this today's video, I'll be touching upon the crop tool. Now to enable this crop tool, we have two ways. One is directly click on the crop tool icon and the crop tool will get enabled. Or the another way is that by just pressing the shortcut key R. So once the moment you press the shortcut key R, the crop tool will get enabled. So once the crop tool is enabled, we will be able to see this type of view. And now when we enable the crop, probably at times you will see that our images are not straight, the horizons are not straight. So before doing the final crop, we may have to straighten our images. So let's see how do we straighten our images. So the very first way to straighten our images is you can see the slider over here, and by moving the slider you will be in position to straighten your images the way you want, right? So now I think this image I will not finalize this image, I also reset it. The another way to straighten our image is by using this scale. So you can press this scale, and if you feel that there is a horizon which is available, you just apply this on the image and drag it from one end to the other end, and then just leave it where you want to end it. So this is how the image will get straightened. This is the second way of straightening the image. Then third way of straightening the image is that the crop frame tool aspect. So the moment you put this and if you come out of the image, you will see that there is a curved two-way arrows which will be coming in. So you simply can drag like this and you can straighten your image based on your requirement. So this is the third way of straightening your image. And the last way of straightening your image is by pressing this auto. So the auto will basically detect the horizon which is available, and it will use the AI function which is available in the Lightroom and straighten your image. So in this particular image, it has done nothing. So these are the four ways to straighten your image. So this was about the straightening of the images when we enable the crop tool. Now about cropping the images. So how do we crop the images? So we have you can see that there are various ratios we can crop the images. So as short, this is the original one, then this is the original. Then we can customize, then we can have the crop like 1:1 ratio. We can crop with 4:5 ratio or 8:10 ratio, or maybe 8.5:11, and so on and so forth. And even we can create our own aspect ratio also. So so based on our requirement, we can crop our image. And by default, if your camera is having 2:3 ratio or 1:1 ratio which you have shot, so it will apply in the Lightroom as it is. And with this ratio, when you are trying to crop the image, it will always try to maintain that particular aspect ratio. So if you click on any of these handles, so if you see that there are a few on the corners or in between the images, you can see some bold small lines. So these are called as handles. So if you click on any of these handles and try to crop the image, it will try to maintain the aspect ratio. In case if you don't want to maintain this aspect ratio, you can see the padlock which is available over here. So because now this padlock is in the locked position, that is why it is maintaining that aspect ratio whatever our camera has captured. So if you want to get rid of it, just press it on this padlock and unlock it, and after that you will see that you will be able to crop the ratio, crop the image the way you want, and it will not maintain the ratio. So you can customize your own ratio for cropping the images. So this is the feature what is available in the Lightroom. Another thing, now you will see that the overlay which is available for cropping is basically, you can see this thin lines or the grid, which is called as the rule of third grid, to compose your image for cropping. So there are many other overlays or the crop features which are available. So to see the other features, you just have to press the key O as an orange. So if you press O, you will see that the crop overlay has changed for diagonal lines. Again, if you press O, you will see that it has changed the overlay. Again O, then you come across the diagonal line interest, where you have a point of interest in the composition of your image. Then again, this is the golden rule crop ratio. Then the spiral. Then you will have some grid lines with the different aspect ratios. Then you have tight grid lines. Then again you can have come back to the rule of third. So there are many other more overlays which are available. So to enable those overlays, so you can go to the tool and you come to crop guide overlay, and then choose overlays to cycle. So you can see all those aspect ratios which are available over here. And in case if you don't want any overlay to be seen, you can just disable that. Now for example, I am just disabling this center as well as the golden ratio, and I'll just hit OK. And if I keep on pressing the overlays, so you'll see that now few of the overlays are not coming up. So again, for some of the features, now this is the horizontal landscape view what you are seeing for the crop. So if you want to change it to the portrait, you just have to press the X key, so that the image crop changes from landscape to the portrait. If you again press the X key, then again it will change its crop pattern. So this is about the changing the aspect ratio, or where you want to crop your image vertically or the horizontally. So another thing, oops, I by mistake closed the crop tool. So if you want to again now go for some other, like you say, this is the golden intersection point crop overlay. Now if you want to shift it, if you want to switch it to the another view, you just have to press shift and press O. It will keep on changing the direction, and this will help you in cropping the image based on your requirement. Again, if you press O, simply O, you will change the overlay. And again, if in this particular overlay, if you want to shift it, you just keep on using shift and O key, and you will be able to change the overlay pattern on this particular image. So again, we will go back to the rule of third, which is used by and large for many of our photographers. So this was about the cropping of the image and defining the overlays over the image before we crop. So now we can crop it, and once we crop our image, if we finalize on this ratio, we have another dimension over here, or the another feature over here, which is called as a constraint to image. So the constraint to image is more related to that when we are using some lenses, and when we apply some lens corrections and we try to crop those, so we have a blank pixels. So to get rid of those blank pixels, we can use this constraint to image. So majority of the times this really doesn't come into the picture, but yes, at times when the lens correction is being applied, where you can see a separate tab over here. So to avoid that blank pixels, if we enable this, we will be able to avoid those blank pixels in our image. So once the crop has been finalized, so you have two options: either you press enter, rather three options. Either you press enter, or you press this R key or the again press on this icon. So this is the second method, or maybe you can also press done. So this is the method how we can crop the image. One more thing which I would like to mention over here, that when we enable the crop tool, so on the toolbar over here you have a tool overlay. So it has auto, it has always, or it has never. So if we want to put it in auto, and if I move out of the image, then probably this, in some of the features, this will not be seen. And if we keep it as a never, then we will not be able to see anything, any overlay over here. So it's better to always keep this on tool overlay as always, so that we will be able to see the overlay whenever we are cropping the image. So this was the one point which I just wanted to mention over here, and this is how we crop our image for our further processing of the image. So that's all for the today's video related to the cropping of the image. We will come up with the new video soon, where I'll be explaining about the next tool, that is the spot removal tool, in the next video. So stay tuned for that, and thank you so much for watching the video. And if you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, so kindly subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon, so that you get the notification whenever the new videos are uploaded. Thank you so much. Bye bye.